Hello, everyone, and thank you for watching Comma Speaks. And today I am speaking with Jacques Johnson. He is an artist and a writer, and I want to welcome you so much for being on my show.
Thank you for having me. How are you?
I'm doing well today. How are you?
I'm good. Good.
Good. All right. Why don't you tell my audience a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm a up-and-coming artist. I'm 18 years old, out of Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm starting to do a lot with Game Time Records, and we're just trying to get everything going.
All right. Well, what you're doing? I see that you've opened up for Mindless Behavior and another group. What are some more things that you're doing out there to get yourself and getting your name out there?
Yeah, I was on tour with Mindless Behavior for a little while, and I've also been doing openings for a lot of people, such as Tech9 and other people. And we're just trying to get out of Atlanta and branch out, and I'm starting to do more and more shows and line up tour dates and stuff that we're working on.
Now, what made you get into this field? I see that you're a writer. You write a lot of your own music, correct?
Yes, I write all my music.
Where does that derive from? How did that get started?
I've always been into music, but I just started doing it professionally about 3 years ago.
Okay.
And I've always been writing in school. It was poetry and stuff, and so it only made sense to me to start writing music, and I started doing it, and then I got to the point where I could do it professionally and go to the studio and stuff, and I just fell in love with it.
Now, when you write, I know a friend of mine, he's a writer, he's a singer, and it usually comes from something he's dealing with. Now, is that something you write to? You write based on feelings and emotions, or you just, whatever comes to your head at that time, what you're thinking? Where does your writing skills start from?
Yeah, music is always from emotions, so it depends on how I'm feeling that day. It depends on a lot of things, also different beats that I hear. If I really like it, I'll write a whole song right there. But it just depends on what's going on and where I'm at mentally and physically.
What are something that's recent from your work that you wrote? What are maybe some of the best, or one of the best that you think you wrote this far?
My new single "On the Side" is doing really well. All over it's on radio now, and you get in the car and you hear it on 107.9 and stuff. It's really weird. So I'm really excited about that one right now.
Now, how did that feel when you first heard it on the radio? Where were you at, and what was that feeling like when you heard yourself on the radio?
I was actually leaving the studio. I was getting in the car, and people have been calling me and stuff, saying they've been hearing me for the past week or two. But I had never been in the car and actually heard it. So I got in the car and I heard it, and I just sat there. I didn't even know what to say or anything. It was just really humbling.
So they don't tell you. That's what I always wonder, because I hear other artists say how they heard their music on the radio, and I always wonder, at what point do they tell you, or it's just a surprise? Were you even expecting it? How does that all work?
No, they send you get sent reports and different logs of where it's been played, but they don't tell you when they're about to play it and nothing. It usually happens most of the time.
Now, at this point, where do you see yourself going with your music? Or do you think you're going to be doing more writing, more performing, or do you want to see yourself in some type of balance in this industry?
I want to focus on performing. I really love performing, and but I do like writing music. And I've gotten to the point where I like to try different styles and maybe pass it on to other people. So I would love to be a writer as well. But I'm mostly focused on performing and getting my own name out right now.
Have you wrote for any of the big artists yet? Or
no, I haven't written for anybody else yet. Mostly been just doing my own thing.
Okay. Now, have you graduated high school, or you're in your last year? Because this is a big step for
Yeah, I
someone.
graduated high school
Oh,
last
okay.
year.
Okay. And this is a big
Yeah,
step.
I'm a freshman in college right now.
Now, what college are you attending?
Kennesaw State.
Okay. And so you're what is your major right now?
Business. I'm actually doing online through Kennesaw State, so
Okay.
I can stay on the road and stuff and do whatever I need to do.
Well, let me ask you this, because I know many people that
Mhm.
actually want to get into the industry, and you're out there, you're on the road. How is that like for you? Is it constant work? What kind of freedom do you get? What is your life like now that you're in a different area of your
Yeah.
business?
Before I started getting like really, really busy, it was like mostly just like having fun.
Hmm.
But I mean, it's still fun to me because it's something that I love. But it's like turned into a job now.
Hmm.
And it's something you really have to give your full energy behind. And yeah, you just gotta be out there and be like willing to do everything that needs to be done. Any like short routes or anything, you have to do everything that has to be there, or else like not everything can fall into place, and not every little part is there. You know.
Now, how long did it take you to get to this point where you were able to get on tour with Mindless Behavior and be able to open up for them?
I've been doing music professionally for about 2 or 3 years now, so it's just knowing all the different moves you have to make and finally having everything in place to put yourself to the next level. You know?
Now, who are some of your biggest supporters out there that's helping you, that's close to you, that's helping you get through this?
My manager, which is my mother, Meze Johnson, and Gangside Records with Levante Bird. He's the CEO of Gangside Records, and also the Tyler Thomas Agency. There's a lot of people that I like keep in my circle that are really behind me and supportive and help me get to where I need to go and line up everything. You know.
Okay. Before I let you go, is there anything you would like to share with anything else you would like to share with maybe some upcoming artists that's finding it very difficult? Because you said you've been able to get where you are within about 2 to 3 years, where there's people out there that's been out there for 10 years or more trying to even get to the point you're trying to get to. What is something that you can tell them, or something, maybe words of encouragement that you can say to help them kind of hold on and let them know that it's, if it's for them, it'll be for them.
Yeah, as long as the talent is there, it's just always about the marketing side and what you're trying to do, and if you're really getting out there and getting after it, and just making sure everything is lined up to where you can go out and take advantage of different opportunities, and you can't be too full of yourself because you'll always have to humble yourself and know where you are just to get to that next point.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a lot of mental stuff and business stuff go through in the business.
Okay. All right. Well, what can you leave the audience with to follow you? Are you on social media? How can they follow you?
All my social media, like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, it's at Jacques My World, JACQUES My World. And also, I have a group coming out called the Prodigy. We also have a single out right now called Spotlight, which is doing really well. And you can follow them at Kabana Gang. It's KABANA Gang. And I'm working with them as well.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And we'll definitely keep a lookout for all that you have coming. And good luck to everything. Or may God bless you in everything that you do. And for those that are watching, make sure that you follow Jacques. I'll have all his information posted, and make sure you follow him. He's a young man that is a place that a lot of people are trying to get to. And he's actually, which I think is great, he's starting at a young age where he's able to get in and make a name for himself. And for more information, you can follow me at Comma Speaks on Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn. I'm all over. And you can also visit my website at kamaspeaks.com. That's KAMA speaks.com, as you can see in the background. Thank you for watching. And remember, no matter what you do in life, always pursue your passion.